Hey everybody, Kuba here from etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at our RockyMounts GuideRail on our 2021 Dodge Durango. Our bike rack is going to be a platform style bike rack, able to carry 2 bikes individually rated at 60 pounds each, which means that our heavier e-bikes are going to be an option for this bike rack. Also, our points of contact are going to be this dual wheel design, so that means we're not going to be making any frame contact at all. So carbon frame bikes as well as those alternative frame bikes are going to be an option for this bike rack. One of the nice features of our guide rail is actually this tilt-away feature. By engaging this lever right here and pulling it, we are going to be able to slowly start tilting our bike towards us, giving us full access into our hatch. Whether we're keeping our helmet back here, our biking shoes, or maybe just lunch after our ride, we have full access now to get into our trunk, grab anything we need, put anything away before or after we start our ride. And to go ahead and put it back up in that position, we're just going to go ahead and gently push up on our bike rack. No need to pull that handle again, and you'll hear this nice clicking sound, letting us know that we're engaged back into that position. One nice thing about this is with how far our first bike sits back, there's enough clearance between our handlebar and our back window that I'm not worried at all about that contact happening anytime soon. To begin our unloading process, we're going to come down here to the bottom and push in on this blue lever, which is going to disengage our ratcheting mechanism. And by flipping that lever out, we actually allow for us to just simply push that out of the way. And we're going to repeat that step on our back one. And as soon as we push in that lever, it's going to lose its contact with the bike. So it's very important to keep at least one hand on the bike as you do this process. But with that done, we are able to go ahead and just pick up our bike, set it down, and we're ready to hit the trails. With our bike out of our way, now we can look at some of the features of the guide rail. First being that looking at our touch point here, we can actually unscrew this with the provided tool, moving this up and down to accommodate for different wheel heights and sizes. Having it out in this flipped position does allow for free movement, but if you flip that lever back down, you can hear that ratcheting mechanism that's going to really hold our tires tight and keep them in place. With both of our arms folded down, we can actually use that same lever that we used to tilt away to go ahead and fold our rack into a much more compact position. So whether you're out on the trail and want to keep it in a nice compact position, so that way any other vehicles or people around you, you don't have to worry about them running into it, or if you're taking this to the grocery store or something with no bikes on it. Now, even in this much more compact position, we are going to be adding on a little extra length onto our vehicle. So by taping our tape measure, putting it against our bumper and coming out to the furthest point, we can see that we're adding on about 13 inches from the car, which obviously doesn't sound like very much, but we need to remember that this is while we have no bikes on. So if we go ahead and take it and drop it back down into this position, we can see that while we're driving it with it in the down position, we're adding on about 30 inches. So that's going to just be the measurement you need to keep in mind while you're driving around with your bikes on. Another measurement to know while it's in this downed position is going to be our ground clearance. So measuring from the ground to the bottom part of our bike rack, we can see that there's about 22 inches of space. And just to keep that in mind while you're going up driveways or traveling uphill in any instance on how close this is going to end up sitting to the ground. Getting a look at here in our hitch, we have a 2-inch shank that's going to fit inside our 2-inch receiver tube, an anti-rattle bolt, which is really just going to help take out some of that side-to-side motion while driving, and our included lock and key, making sure that while we're away from our bike rack, just give us a little extra security safe of mind. Taking a look at our trays, we are going to be able to see that we offer a maximum tire width of 3 inches, but we are also going to offer a maximum wheelbase of 55 inches, which is just going to allow us to really customize where we're going to sit our bikes on the bike rack, helping eliminate a lot of that bike-to-bike contact. In the middle here, we are going to have an area where we feed our tire chain through it, which is just one of the security features allowing you to lock your bikes down in place. Right here is going to be where you sit your lock, and that lock is actually key-to-like if we go down here to our hitch, to our lock on our hitch receiver. So these two are going to be key-to-like. So not only is your bike rack going to be safe, so are your bikes. Our 2-inch shank is going to fit inside our 2-inch receiver tube, and use this anti-rattle bolt right here just to help eliminate some of that side-to-side motion, but still obviously we'll have a little of that up and down play.
We're gonna take it out here on the test course. First thing we're gonna do is hit the bumps. We're just gonna see what it's like if we did hit some speed bumps. I'm watching the bike, watching how it holds on the tires. It looks like it moves just a little bit, not too much. This is mostly standard with other bike racks, so nothing to worry about. The bike doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Now we're gonna go a little bit faster in the parking lot. I'm gonna take some aggressive turns and see how it handles there. Looks like it's fine. I see a little movement again, but again, the bike's not going anywhere, so I don't have to worry about it.
Overall, I do think the GuideRail is a really excellent option for a bike rack. Its ability to tilt and fold away with an easy access lever makes the ease of use of it just really nice. Its ability to have frameless contact and that 60-pound bike limit allows for a very big variety of bikes to be used with it. So overall, I'd say it's a really, really good bike rack. Today, that was a look at our RockyMounts GuideRail on our 2021 Dodge Durango.